Page 14. This is Etude Ledoux, something. The Farewell. I don't speak that other language. It's Etude number 12. There's too many numbers here, huh? Common time. It's a rather quick thing. Supposed to be agitated and all that, but let's just talk about a few things. Different editions. This is edited differently, and I don't know what your edition says, so you may or may not have what I'm suggesting or whatever. I don't know. You may have other stuff too. At the beginning, softly, and some editions give a swell here. So you go to ba-da-da-ba-da, and again. Other editions don't give anything, but even if your edition doesn't show any dynamics here other than the soft at the beginning, you can still put in these swells so you feel them. You can put them in, whatever. That grace note, just a real quick little note. You'll have to interpret it as you see fit. I play the grace notes on the beat, but you can't really tell it. It happens so quick, whether it's on the beat or not. But then go on. Here, that's sforzando. I kind of linger on that. Typically with a sforzando, you can make it an agogic accent as well as a dynamic accent. You can linger on it just a bit, like a tenuto almost. And fingering wise, this edition shows fourth finger. You can use fifth here also, but just make sure you got the thumb on the A. So you gotta skip a finger somewhere if you do that. So it's here. And when you play the G sharp, let up on the chord. And then you get softer and slow down, and you think, oh really, is that what it is? And then it takes off again with this really fast allegro molto agitato thingy. Learn it first. You can be agitated later. I'll refer to measure numbers throughout these, so if your pieces or if your music doesn't have measure numbers, you might want to measure them. All I do is I stick a number at the beginning of each line. I just count across. You don't have to actually measure every number. So the introduction is the first four measures plus the pickup measure, and then the piece actually starts on measure 5. Here, and it's soft. There's an accent here, not a big accent. Remember, this is soft, and the accent is relative to your dynamic level, so you're not going to give it a blah in the middle of a soft flowing thing. It's here. And then you have a crescendo, and then come back down. For measure 9, you're back down to soft again. Crescendo here. Up to loud. And that's the right hand. Again, that's sforzando. Plenty of effort here, but again, you can almost tenuto. Now on the measure 17, we kind of this is a contrast to what we had before. Now it's kind of going to flow a little bit. It's just have this in the left hand. It gets to do it too. Be sure and observe these slurs in the right hand. Lift up between each slur. Now, on measure 23, here, this edition gives a 3, 2, 1, 2. I don't care for that. I would prefer to do a 4. See, that's the chord, and that's the way I would finger it, so I'd put fourth finger on that A flat. So starting at measure 21 here. And there's a diminuendo and a little retard, not a big retard, just a little bit. And then you're back to your agitated thing again. You get the idea, I hope. I don't want to play it all for you. You get it. Let's go down to measure 33. On the left hand on measure 33 here. 4-2's okay, or 3-2. Doesn't matter. Just don't try and use the thumb again. So it's here. That's That's okay. And then you have that sforzando. And come down. You get softer. That's a staccato in this edition. That's a staccato on that A, and then an accent, soft. And at the end, the last couple measures, this edition has a staccato, and then the marcato, solid. Some editions will give a forte there on the next to the last chord. They'll get loud here, and then some don't. Some leave it soft. Whatever. As far as the speed goes, it's get to know it first, and then it has to be even in control. Now on measure 8, there's an accent on that second E. So don't know why, but there is. And the fingering in this edition is fine, except for on measure, as I said, measure 23. I prefer to put a 4th finger on the A flat, so I can go up here, and then I can go here, and then on measure 24, it's for the E's. You can do the 4 or 5, 3. Doesn't matter. You need a 5/4 for the last 2, but other than that, it's up to you what finger you use on that second beat. Keep in mind that accuracy is more important than speed, so this metronome marking they're suggesting, I'm saying that's only a suggestion. You have to make it yours. And so whatever it is for your 1, 2, 3. When you're learning, of course, keep it nice and slow. You can use a metronome to gradually speed it up, but that's really about all I have to say here. It's follow the notes and the dynamics. I would get really, really comfortable with it and then start feeling these dynamics, feeling these accents and these forzandos. Make it part of make it musical. I'm not sure why it's called a farewell or the farewell. In my mind, it should be called the chase, because to me, it's just like, ooh, we're running around doing something. But they called it the farewell, so it's going to be a very agitated farewell, I guess.